Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make an alpha pattern with the two-tone alpha technique. I found this pattern recently when I was watching one of Pattern and Crafts videos, which will be linked in the description. Here are some photos on how it looks, with the front and the back. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helps you out as well. Please like, share, and subscribe if it helped you. In any case, enjoy! Okay, so first you're going to want to start out with all your bass strings cut and just out like this in a row where you're going to start your alpha pattern. I started here with triangle ends for this bracelet, and there's a string hanging out from making the triangle ends. So just ignore this, pretend it's not here, and just focus on these strings here. So you're going to cut as many strings necessary that your pattern calls for, and mine here is 15 bass strings, and you're gonna then start your pattern here. So for most alpha patterns, they start with this first row, 1, 2, or however many rows are the starting rows with the background color. So for this pattern here, which is 45211 on braceletbook.com, I have 15 bass strings, and there are 2 starting rows before I actually start the pattern, where we're gonna start the two-tone alpha technique. So go ahead and do the first row or 2, or however many there are until you start with your second color for the alpha. And do remember that this should be a pattern with only 2 colors in it, otherwise this technique will not work. Okay, so now that I've done my first 2 starting rows before the actual pattern starts, you're all set to start the two-tone alpha technique. So the first knot where we're going to start the technique is in 7 knots from here. So I'm going to go ahead and do my 7 knots. You do as many as you need until you have to start the first knot, and I will show you. Okay, so this is where we're going to be starting our first knot. Watch very closely as I do this. So you're going to take your bass string and your knotting string, and you should have chosen your bass string as the secondary color for the alpha pattern. You're going to be taking your bass string that you should be on a regular basis knotting onto with a knotting string, but you're going to reverse this and you're going to be knotting over this knotting string here. So you're going to be doing a backward knot or forward knot depending on what direction your knotting strand was going in. So since I'm going to the right here, I'm going to be doing a left-handed knot, also known as the backward knot, with the bass strand onto this knotting strand. So we're just going to be making a backwards 4 shape. Just going to be pulling it through and just doing the entire knot onto the string. Pull it like this to the opposite side which you were originally going in. So for the first half of the knot, and you're going to be doing the second half of the knot the same way. So your knotting strand should be on the other side of the string now. So you knot it onto this string, and now it's going to be continuing on until the next knot. So if you're going to be doing another knot next to this one, you're just going to be knotting over this knotting strand with that string. But in my case, I have to finish the rest of this row, and my next color change is going to be in the row beneath this one. I'll finish the rest of these knots and come back when I'm ready to do the second knot of this color. Okay, so I'm here again, ready to do my second knot of this color, and according to this pattern, I'm going to be doing another knot with this color. I'm going to be switching back to my pink in the middle, right below the first knot we did, and then switch back one more time to the white and do another knot. Whereas I'm going to be finishing the rest of the row with the pink again, and then returning back again when I have the white. So since we're going in the opposite direction as we did last time, we're going to be doing a forward knot with the bass strand onto our knotting strand here. So we're going to be making that 4 shape. We're going to be pulling it through and doing just a regular forward knot, but kind of sideways onto the knotting strand. So we're going to be finishing that knot, securing it. Don't worry if your knots look a little wonky at first. Hopefully they will even out as the pattern goes on and as you make more progress on it, but just feel free to make any adjustments to the knot if you are not exactly happy with it. So after we have adjusted our knot and we're happy with it, make sure that you know what's coming next, and you're going to be knotting like that. So I'm going to be just a backward knot onto the next bass string, and then we're going to be switching back to our white, just according to my pattern. Whatever you're doing here, the same applies to you, but just according to your pattern. And of course, there's a different sequence of knots. But again, I'm going to be doing another forward knot with the bass strand onto the knotting strand, finishing the knot again. Again, feel free to make any adjustments to the knots as you are knotting onto them. And then here, again, I will finish the rest of the row and return to the row below this one to go in the same direction as we were initially going when we did the first row where we started the technique. So this is pretty much it. This is the entire technique. It's not very hard. It's pretty simple, and you should get it fairly easily depending on how much experience you've had with friendship bracelets. But this is the entire thing. So again, I'm just going to be returning again and just doing the backward knots onto the knotting strand. And for the last time, this is where I'm going to be knotting onto the knotting strand with the bass strand in order to switch colors. So again, we're going to be doing a backward knot since we are going to the right with our knotting strand for this row. We're going to be doing a backward knot with the bass strand onto the pink knotting strand. And then I have it one more time with the next bass strand onto this knotting strand. And again, adjust your knots. And then I'm going to be switching back to my pink again by just doing a regular forward knot, continuing the row with my knotting strand onto the next bass strand. And then I'm going to be switching again to the white color that is my bass strand. We're going to be doing another backward knot onto the pink knotting strand. Okay, so this is the two-tone alpha technique. It is a little awkward at first when you make your first few knots with your bass strands onto your leading strand. And keep in mind that if you want, you could do multiple colors for this technique. Just make sure to cut the colors desired for your bass strands and know when they're going to come in so they could fit your pattern as you desire. And that's pretty much it. So it's a very simple technique. It looks like a normal alpha, but if you take off the tape, then it has a very clean back. So this could be another form of the clean back alpha technique, but only requiring 2 colors. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's finished. I'm not exactly happy with how the way it looks just because it's a new technique and some of my knots look a little strange, just like the way they are. I also am a little concerned about this little piece of thread sticking out. The knots are starting to undo themselves because I cut the string and it wasn't secure. So I'm probably gonna have to glue it or do something about it. And if you're wondering, this is the back. I did take a few photos on that, so I'll put that up on the screen. But yeah, this is the pattern. I think it looks really cool, and I hope this video helped you. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if this video helped you, and also make sure to participate in my polls and turn your notifications on when I post so you never miss an upload. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!